Hey guys, welcome. This is Alex the Maniac. My name is Ivan, and welcome to Armored Warfare. Tried this game out just recently, a day ago, so I've been playing just a little bit. I am now at the point where I opened the second tier of tanks, but that's actually not much into the game. You need maybe, I don't know, a couple of matches, not more than 10 matches or something like that to open up the second tier. So these are the first ones that you get when you start the game. And since I haven't played the game that much, I just want to give you like a sneak peek, a preview of the game, so you can see like what's it about, how's it look, and mostly I'll show you the matches so you can see it. The good thing about this is, well, I suppose for me it's a good thing that it's actually pretty similar to World of Tanks. And you open your guns and you can see here these are the upgrades. Almost the same as you do in World of Tanks. You have experience points with which you can then open the upgrades, and then you have to buy those with credits as well to put them onto your vehicle, and you earn those experience points and credits through matches. Now the main thing here is that you actually can play the PvE. You can see on the top of the screen, on the left side you have the PvP, or you can do the PvE, and it counts as much as if you would have done the PvP. So you can actually then just play your tank, for example, and do a few matches till you get enough experience points so you can upgrade all the stuff you want on your tank, and then go into the PvP match with it, which is really like that they done that, and that you have actually that option. And I suppose a lot of people can then just use the PvE, don't even have to play the PvP matches. So I queued up here for a PvE match, and I'll show you guys how that looks like, and then after that I'll show you as well how the PvP matches look like. So I cut the waiting time out, of course. You guys don't need to wait for that, but the waiting time on the PvE matches is really not bad, like a minute or two the most. I don't even think I waited 2 minutes for a PvE match at all. It goes pretty quick, and it's kind of normal, I guess. That's gonna always be well, most people's choice. But I gotta say, like, this game is much more forgiving than World of Tanks. At least I have that feel, you know? You kinda can make more mistakes and not be instantly killed. I got that feeling out of it, you know? And I see it in the chat as well. Like I spent a little time in the general chat just to read a little bit and to see people's opinion, and of course it's immediately compared with World of Tanks. And I saw a few people commenting on that, like, oh my god, so much better than in World of Tanks and whatnot. So, you know, it can be a personal preference, of course. It doesn't mean that this game is better or the other game is better. It's just what you like, you know, and what you don't like. So if you kind of have issues with World of Tanks and it frustrates you, but you want to play like a tank game or something, this could be the perfect choice, I guess. There's also a lot of different options for vehicle types. You start immediately with choice. Like if you want to take a tank, so a heavy vehicle with a lot of firepower, but like one shot and then reload, or you want to have these lighter tanks that have those flak cannons, you know, that fire like, I don't know, 30 rounds a minute or 60 rounds or whatever their stats are. So you immediately get those two choices at the start. So this is the version of the tank that you get. I actually started with the flak version when I began to play, and I liked it. Like, you have a little bit more mobility, you know, you're fast, you go around really fast, you can move around, and when you come across tanks it's kind of neat because you can drive towards him and then just do rounds around him, because his turret cannot keep up with the speed, with your speed, and he can't target you. You can also do that in the PvE as well, against an NPC. tank. So that's kind of neat. But I mean, yeah, you saw that in World of Tanks as well. That's not any kind of new stuff or new gameplay. It's just obvious things. But I just wanted to give you guys a view of the gameplay, you know. So just to let you see the matches and how it all looks like, so you get a feel of the gameplay. One thing that I really like what they've done here is when you compare stats, or when you look at the stats. For example, you want to upgrade your turret, or you want to change ammo or upgrade the ammo or whatnot. And as soon as you go, for example, on a better ammunition over and get the stats from it, it already tags with green numbers on the side, like how much better, or with red numbers if it's worse than the thing that you got equipped. So that's something I love, like you don't have to remember 5 different stats and then go compare it and then go back and forth, and if you wasn't sure, then look it again, and you know, stuff like that. So it's a neat feature, I like that. The commands altogether, they're like World of Tanks, like almost identical. The whole, okay, it's the standard WASD to drive, but the auto forward or backwards is like in World of Tanks. The shift is for the zoom in, like in World of Tanks. Also mouse, this middle mouse button, you can zoom out, zoom in. All the commands that I tried till this point were exactly the same, which I kind of like. I mean, why mess with it? I liked it in World of Tanks, so, and I know that 80 million people played World of Tanks. It's like the most popular game ever, so why not use that? So this game is still in beta, so there's gonna be probably a few changes. I wanted to leave this at the end, the screen and everything, so you can see, like, this is the one thing that kind of bugged me after a few matches, that I had to wait. You know, you have that pan around of the camera first of the target area which you got, and when you've seen it 1 or 2 times, you know, it gets old pretty fast, and you can't do anything, and you don't have your stats. You get your stats at the end here when you get back in your garage, so you can see your stats from the match. So it kind of bugs me, at least a little bit, that I have to wait then like 20-30 seconds for nothing, and then just it says victory and then it stays there for quite some time. So yeah. So that was the PvE match. This is the other one that I talked about. This is the 2 vehicles you get at the start, and this one is the light version with the flag gun on it. So I queued myself for a PvP match here. And yeah, you can see it up there in the right corner. It's similar like in World of Warcraft. You get the queue window, you get like how many players are queued, which tier and whatnot. So you can see it here, like you can get a picture of how many people are playing it right now. It is free to play, so there's no reason not to try it out if you like these kind of games. And on the bottom you can see I have empty slots in the garage. I'm not sure how many slots I have, or if you ever have to buy slots. The one difference here is that when you, for example, use a tier 1 tank and you play with it, it also gives experience points for opening the next tier of tanks. So even though you don't go personally give some experience points that you got into opening another tank, it automatically adds points too. So the points that you get for this tank are only for the upgrades, and then you get a small amount of percentage into the global point experience points, which you then can use, like in World of Tanks, for anything you want. So, and I'm not even sure, I better not talk stats because I'm gonna get something wrong, so I'm not trying to avoid that. I think it's also 5% like in World of Warcraft. Oh, World of Tanks, oh my god, why World of... I never even played World of Warcraft, I don't even know why that came up. But the one thing I like here is you can actually still go around, see, look at stuff. that's kind of neat, because in World of Tanks you can't do that. Once you queued up for a match, you have to just look at the screen with the battle queue, like the tiers and how many players has queued. And here I like it, you know, this is kind of neat. You can queue up for a match, and while you're waiting, that's why I left this. I wanted you guys to see it. Like, it's really a nice feature. I love that. And you can then go and check out your tanks and what you would upgrade, you know, look at some stuff, compare stats and whatnot. And you know, I even opened some things. You can see here, like I unlocked stuff while I was queued for a match. So here, let me show you also the PvP battle, PvP battle, so you can see how the PvP looks like. It's usually 15 versus 15. In this one, we are 9 versus 9. I'm not sure if that was just the server trying to, you know, get a match started because there weren't enough players like you have in World of Tanks when you play at night or stuff, and when it's not enough players, you get like a small amount of people playing against each other. I'm not sure, because I cut that out. You saw that when I queued before this match. We were still in the options menu where I could unlock stuff and whatnot. I was still queued, and I waited there for, I think, 4 or 5 minutes. So I ended that queue and then played a PvE match, and then queued again for a PvP. So it could be that just wasn't enough players, so he ended up then putting us 9 versus 9. Not sure about that though. Another nice feature in this one is you have crew, like in World of Tanks. You can choose crew and they will get experience and get better at it and whatnot. But you have a commander, and you can see down there it says when the commander activates his ability with green letters on the bottom of the screen. When an ally is near me, he activates an ability, for example, for 15 seconds. There may be reload faster, or, you know, stuff like that, or your targeting goes faster, or your turret turns faster, or whatnot. I don't even know all the abilities, but it's kind of useful because the commander can have more abilities. Then the more experience he gets, he then opens more abilities, and it's kind of neat feature because you can personalize a bit your tank, choosing a commander with specific abilities that go with your playstyle. Oh, this was so funny. I actually hit the lantern and he wasn't hit by it, and the lantern then fell down. It's kind of cool to see that the objects around you have that effect on the... This was so funny, I couldn't believe it. Like, I laughed so hard when I saw that. And yeah, here's what I was telling you about in the last one. I think it's more forgiving here because I was so stupid and went in the middle of the road, elevated, just the perfect target for everyone to shoot at, and just stood there and shot around myself and be like, yeah, I'm invincible. Well, you're not. I almost died. So that's kind of what when I said, like, I think it's more forgiving, you know, because I'm tier 1 tank, and we're playing like against tier 2, even one tier 3 tank. So in World of Tanks, if you play 1 or 2 tiers above you, especially low, like when you're tier 1 and a tier 2 or tier 3 tank comes along, I would be dead by now. I would be dead by now for sure. So I think it's kind of more forgiving, and I think the people here are also not that experienced, because World of Tanks is for years now being played by people, and now you get people who are really good at it, and you know, a small mistake will immediately get you killed. So I guess this is also, like, you know, a lot of people are also new to it, or just starting as well. So it's kind of a good thing to get in now, because as I said, it's more forgiving, and you can make more mistakes and dumb things like I did right now and not get killed. So that's kind of a good thing. Yeah, I was talking about the commanders. That's kind of what I like. I don't know all the features, so I'm trying not to make this video about a tutorial or something that I tell you what you have to do or how things work. because yeah, I just started playing it as well. I will be playing it. I like it and I will be playing it more. So, you know, if you guys want me to make some kind of video like that to give you guys run through what works, what doesn't work, how it functions, you know, what you can do, what you can't do, and stuff like that. Just leave me a comment or something. I can do that because I will be playing, as I said, I like it. So there will be games that I try out. I'll give you the video so you can see the gameplay. But if I don't, you know, like it and don't feel like playing it, I won't go into it in detail. So, but I'll try to give you guys anything that I try out, you know, just to give you guys the overview so you can just drop by and see what's kind of your preference. Is there a game that you would like? So you can see here the
No effect.
the gameplay doesn't feel that static, although this one was kinda like we were hiding. It was kinda a standstill, like we couldn't move forward and they couldn't advance as well. But you can see on the sides there our guys made it pretty well. And then we started to die off. I could hold that tier 3 tank because he didn't see me, so I shot at him. I didn't do any damage, but at least he didn't know who shot at him, so he kind of backed up into his safe zone again. But then as our guys flanked him, then we had him, like, we can just surround them and then hammer on them. But yeah, it's fun. I'm kind of anxious to see how the upper tier tanks, you know, are gonna be like to play and whatnot. Because I know I played World of Tanks off and on for a couple of years now, and I installed it again now on this new computer as well. And I like World of Airplanes also. That's kind of what I played first. I played World of Airplanes and then at the end started also World of Tanks. But when you get to higher tiers, the gameplay changes as well. And yeah, it kind of also the hardware changes, so the gameplay has to change, you know. The tanks become more rugged or more stronger or whatnot, or even more slower. That's also a thing, because the huge heavy tanks in the lower tiers, like tier 2, 3, maybe even 4 to 5, you have these medium tanks mostly and light tanks, so you're pretty nimble and fast, and the gameplay is also then faster, you know. But when you get to the higher tiers and the heavy tanks, it gets slower and the reload speed is slower, so you take your time with your shots because you know you're gonna wait so and so seconds till you get another one. So, you know, it changes the gameplay. And you can see here again, like, it takes a while when they... Well, in the PvP match, it doesn't have that camera overview when it pans around the target area, so that's kind of better. It's a bit shorter than the other one. But yeah, that's kind of it. I just wanted to make you guys this short video so you get a quick peek on this game. And as I said, it's still in beta, so they're gonna probably tweak it a little bit more and before it comes out, but it looks pretty good. It's stable wise, it's in a stable game. You saw it, I played like maybe 10-15 matches altogether. I didn't have any issues, any glitches or whatnot, so the game looked really good. It worked really well. So for the end here, just a little tab I found here on the right side. Stats for your vehicle, but it has also that armor tab next to it, and when you click on it, moved it, you can see here your armor, and it's presented like it from a top view of your vehicle, and you can change the ammo type that shoots at you, I guess. So you can see how strong your hull is against different ammo types and different directions, right? Front, side, or rear. So it's kind of neat to see that picture presented and not just look at some stats and numbers, you know. Like that feature. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.